Good morning, Jake. You're always so energetic in the morning. What's your secret?
Hey Sarah. Honestly, it's all about having a solid morning routine. It sets the tone for my entire day.
Really? I always feel like I'm rushing around and barely have time to think.
That used to be me too. But once I started planning my mornings and sticking to a routine, everything changed.
Now I'm curious, what's your routine like?
I wake up at 6 a.m. every day, even on weekends. The first thing I do is make my bed. It gives me an instant sense of accomplishment.
Making your bed? That's actually smart. I usually skip that and go straight to my phone.
That's a trap. If I check my phone first thing, I end up scrolling for 30 minutes. So instead, I go straight to the bathroom, splash cold water on my face, brush my teeth, and do a quick 5-minute meditation.
Meditation? That sounds peaceful. I've never tried that in the morning.
It really helps clear my mind. I use a simple breathing technique: inhale for 4 seconds, hold, then exhale. It grounds me.
I usually just stumble into the kitchen half asleep and make coffee.
Nothing wrong with coffee. After meditation, I drink a big glass of water, then make a healthy breakfast, usually oatmeal with bananas and almonds or a smoothie with spinach, berries, and protein powder.
That sounds healthy. I usually go for toast or cereal, or skip breakfast if I'm late.
I used to skip breakfast too, but I noticed I was more tired and distracted. A good breakfast gives me energy to start the day strong.
So what do you do after eating?
I do a 20-minute workout, just something simple at home. Push-ups, squats, stretches, jumping jacks. It gets my blood flowing.
I admire your discipline. I'm usually still trying to wake up at that point.
I hear you. But the key is consistency. Once your body gets used to it, it becomes natural. After the workout, I take a quick shower, usually cold, which wakes me up even more.
A cold shower? That's too intense for me.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. But it really boosts my mood. Then I get dressed, usually casual but clean, and review my to-do list for the day.
I like the idea of having a plan before the day starts. I usually just go with the flow, which sometimes backfires.
Exactly. I spend 5 minutes reviewing my goals, then I check emails and messages after everything else is done.
So you avoid your phone until all that is finished?
Yep. It's hard at first, but it really improves focus. If I check social media too early, my brain gets overloaded.
That makes so much sense. I think my mornings would be better if I wasn't glued to my phone.
Try putting it on airplane mode overnight and not turning it on until you've done a few things for yourself.
Good tip. What time do you usually leave the house?
Around 8 a.m. If I'm working from home, I just go to my desk, but I always make sure I'm ready like I'm going somewhere.
That's interesting. I usually stay in my pajamas when I work from home.
Getting dressed helps my brain shift into work mode. It feels more professional, even if I'm not going out.
I guess I never thought about how my clothes affect my mindset.
It really does. Plus, it's nice to feel put together.
Okay, so let me try to describe my morning routine, and you can tell me where I can improve.
Sure. Go ahead.
I wake up around 7:30, but I hit snooze like 3 times. Then I scroll through my phone for 15 to 20 minutes. After that, I finally get up, brush my teeth, and wash my face.
Okay, pretty standard so far.
Then I go to the kitchen, make coffee, and maybe eat a piece of toast. I don't always eat breakfast if I'm in a hurry.
Got it. What do you do next?
I get dressed quickly, usually in something comfy, and sit at my desk to check emails or start working. I don't usually plan my day ahead.
I think the biggest changes you could make are waking up earlier, avoiding your phone at first, and maybe adding a bit of movement, even 5 minutes of stretching.
Yeah, that makes sense. I also like the idea of preparing a to-do list or thinking about my goals.
It doesn't have to be complicated. Just 3 main tasks for the day. It keeps you focused.
I think I'm going to try waking up at 6:30 this week and skip checking my phone first thing. Maybe do some light yoga and eat something better.
That sounds like a great plan. Start small and build from there.
Thanks, Jake. You've inspired me to take my mornings more seriously. I want to start my days feeling more in control.
You'll be amazed how much better your whole day feels. It all begins with the first hour.
I believe it. Let's check in next week, I'll tell you how it goes.
Deal. Morning routines for the win.